Disorder Report by Deborah Sedgwick. Sensory processing disorder, SPD, formerly known as sensory integration dysfunction, is a condition that exists when sensory signals don't get organized into appropriate responses. Common signs of sensory processing problems: out of proportion reactions to touch, sounds, sights, movement, tastes, or smells, including, but not limited to, being bothered by clothing fabrics, labels, tags, etc. They may prefer to wear clothes that are too tight or too loose. They're distressed by light touch or unexpected touch. They dislike getting messy. They don't really like things like finger painting. They resist grooming activities. For example, brushing your teeth. The taste of the toothpaste could be very off-putting. The texture of the toothpaste. Some people use baby toothpaste because it doesn't foam as much. They're very sensitive to sounds, the volume, or the frequency. They squint, blink, or rub eyes frequently. They're bothered by certain lights or patterns. Very high or low pain threshold. Even though SPD is a separate diagnosis, people with autism and ADHD may have sensory issues. Sometimes a child may be diagnosed with ADHD when it is just sensory processing disorder. The category of disability under which a person with sensory processing disorder would receive services through MUSER would be the autism category, due to the unusual responses to sensory issues. 5 ways SPD can impact the classroom. Visually, the oversensitive child may avoid lights, overwhelming visual stimulation, or the faces and gazing of other humans. Visually disorganized children may have poor hand-eye coordination, mixed up words and symbols, experience difficulties learning to read. Auditory, the oversensitive child may find routine sounds such as flushing toilets, vacuum cleaners frightening, covering their ears during class in self-defense, while others are talking. Position sense provides information about where parts of our bodies are in relation to each other. This helps us coordinate our movements. When a student doesn't have a strong position sense, he can become a klutz. The student can develop low self-esteem and become timid in new situations and won't try new things. Tactile, the sense of touch. Oversensitive children want to avoid touching from other people sitting or standing too close. The undersensitive child needs excessive tactile stimulation and constantly touches things and people. Oral, the student who will avoid foods or liquids due to textures, temperatures, or flavors. This may lead to eating disorders and a lack of nutrients. The student may not be able to concentrate at school if they are fixated on eating issues. 3 teaching strategies. Fidgeting with objects such as a koosh ball helps keep hands busy so she can focus better. Listening to calming music. The child can listen to music to regain his composure. This can help organize his unique nervous system. Walking. Taking a brief walk, maybe with an aid, can help the student focus better. 3 modifications in the classroom. Change the lighting to a softer, more quiet type. The humming can bother some students, and the bright lights can be too bright for others. Use beanbag chairs and large pillows to squish children in. Keep toys, items, and supplies organized in bins and/or in their proper place. 3 accommodations in the classroom. Test accommodations. More time to take tests, 5-minute breaks for every 20 minutes of testing, using test booklets instead of answer sheets, using word processors for writing tasks on tests. Homework accommodation. Using a scribe when penmanship skills are not being graded. Having an extra set of textbooks at home in case books are left at school. Distractibility accommodations. Fidget, desks and seats away from windows and doors. There's a video on YouTube called Sensory Overload by Alkurha. Please watch this video on YouTube. To achieve the best effect, you must play this video on the highest volume possible. I had my daughter, who is very sensitive to sounds, watch the video with me, and she couldn't make it through the whole video without covering her ears. So it's a good representation of what someone with sensory issues may experience. And a few questions about the video. Do you know anyone who may respond the same way that this boy did? How would you help this boy? What normal sounds that bothered the boy were you surprised by? And what behaviors did the boy display that may lead to a wrong diagnosis? And which diagnosis do you think they would have chosen? And that's it for the video. Thank you.